All right, we're live, everyone, and it's good to be back. Thank you all so much for stopping by. As always, for those that do not know, which I feel like you guys probably all do, because there's, from what I see here, just our regulars so far. Shout out to Gabriel, UT Long, Pika, Tyrone, Babe, Cakes. Man, I'm glad you guys were able to make it. Usually Pika and Babe Cakes are late, so always good to see you guys around here earlier than expected. But as always, my name is Eli with Pokémon USA. So pleasure to be with you guys once again. It's been a while. It's been over a week since I last did a stream, so I'm excited to get back into things. Excited to see everyone back again. But yeah, so for today's topic, of course, having a conversation about all things Pokemon related. We know obviously what happened with PSA dropping their prices down to $18, so that's something we can always talk about. I can give you a little bit of a teaser for what tomorrow's video is going to be. You guys probably might have a little bit of a, how do I want to say this? You might have a little bit of a guess of what it possibly could be about, considering I gave a teaser off of yesterday's video, and also there's been some, we'll say, recent price drops. So that'll be an exciting thing to talk about as well. No work today. Heck yeah, brother. That's awesome. That's always good to hear. Well, I'm glad you made it then, not having to go to work. Whoopsie. And one other thing I also want people to visually see, just so that they know it is currently available. I'll be making a larger announcement about it later. But it has been officially done, ladies and gentlemen. We have officially dropped our mystery packs on site. So like I said before, I'll make a later announcement about it. So if that is something you are interested in, of course, here are some of the packs on the back. Now you could win. Of course, these are not the only packs you can win. You can win more. Like I mentioned before, some of the silver packs we're going to have are going to be like, you know, legendary treasures. We're going to have some plasma freeze. We're gonna have some what's the Shining Legends. So don't you guys worry. We'll have a large variety of packs. But basically, think about it this way: of what you're gonna be getting. This is all of the ETB booster packs. This is all of the high-end Sun and Moon packs. This is all, and also XY era packs as well. So like you could get, for example, like an Evolutions or an Ancient Origins. Then this is going to be high-end XY era and then Black and White era. And then this is going to be Diamond, Pearl era and older. So I'm excited though. But yeah, we just officially dropped that. And then for those who also had questions as well about what exactly, so the release date is going to be here. But once again, as I mentioned before, with the first initial wave, it's going to be like kind of like a quote-unquote break, just because I want people to know what's inside the packs for full transparency, so people can see that for the first initial 50 they're going to have the odds that are guaranteed, and you can pull these specific packs. You'll get to keep everything, and if you want to keep your gold or silver pack sealed, or red, or any of them, you can totally choose to do that, and you'll have everything shipped to you. But basically it's more or less just advertising for the packs, so that people feel safe knowing that they can purchase these for the further waves when we do just end up shipping it out to you guys. But yeah, no, PSA, yeah, no, PSA dropped their prices down to $18 on no volunteer, so that's extremely exciting news. Super duper stoked about that. Personally speaking, it's so interesting to see. I see some people saying, oh, that's so expensive in the comments section. Honestly, bro, there's always gonna be people that are gonna complain about everything. Nothing's ever gonna be cheap enough, which is the dumbest thing, because in my mind, I'm like, all right, well, guess what? If you have a card that's ultra modern and you're saying that I want to make money off of it, therefore I'm gonna send it in for grading. Oh, $18, it should be cheaper. Bro, it doesn't matter. As long as the price is what it is, people are going to send it in, and as it gets cheaper and cheaper, then the price to grade is, or the price to flip is going to get worse and worse, because prices are just going to drop on the nines and so on and so forth. And if you're just saying to yourself, well, I just want a cheaper price in general, I don't care about flipping it, I still don't see what the problem is with $18 versus, you know, 10. I mean, you're paying $8 more for a card that realistically, if you care only about getting in a graded slab, you can go CGC, and if that's something you don't care about and you want the PSA one, then I mean, it's $8 more, dude. So obviously, I know for some people it's like, oh, I have to do 20 cards or more. I get that, but that's how it was with the old prices. If you wanted the $9, $10 prices, having a membership, you also had to send in 20 cards. So this has always been the same. I think it's a lot of people that are coming in that are very new, so they don't understand that that's how it's always been. But I don't know, man. People will always be upset. UT Long, I missed the I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Well, that is true, bro. Because I am not a financial advisor. Not financial advice. Can you make a video on how to ship stuff to PSA, a proper way to ship your cards to them? Yeah, so it's actually interesting, Trader. I'm going to be doing one of those videos relatively soon. Ooh, sorry about that. I'm going to be doing it when I send in my cards for grading sometime this month. I'll do a full breakdown video. So it's literally going to be me doing it myself. Like, it's going to be me sitting in my cards for grading. So I'll more than happily do that. Hey, man, love the videos. Been waiting to ask you this question. I invested 170 pounds on Mewtwo 2019 tin that comes with an Armor Mewtwo promo. What would the price prediction be for 5 years? Ooh. I am so sorry. I am, for some reason, got a cough. The Armor Mewtwo tin that you paid 170 pounds for. I mean, honestly, it's kind of a hard one to say. Look at this, so expensive, of course. It's really a hard one to say because it is one of those niche promos. I mean, it's already extremely expensive considering it's only been around for as long as it has. So I could see it doing extremely well long term, but also at the same exact time, there's so many variables when it comes to the next 5 years of making predictions, because there's an argument to be made it could slowly go up, there's an argument to be made it could aggressively go up, there's an argument to be made it could literally go down. Like, it's hard for me to really make that kind of prediction based off of the fact that the Fed's more than likely going to be raising a couple more basis points in the future here. We're still talking about stagflation. We're still talking about the fact that the market's going into a correction, both for Pokemon and just the general markets across the board. Still having a conversation over the fact of the matter that, you know, this is one of those items that's very niche. It's an expensive niche item, but it's still one that, you know, people will invest in, of course. So there's just a lot of variables. I wish I could give you a better answer, but if I'm going to say a safe, you know, estimate, I'm going to say probably a slow growth within the next 5 years based off of what's going on in the recessionary period. But I don't know. So I don't know. Conservative slow growth, we'll say 10% year over year. So it could go up 50% in the next 5 years. I think that's a conservative estimate, maybe even 2x, but who knows? Only time will tell with that. Any experience grading jumbo cards? Sadly, I have not. I have never graded a jumbo card. I've never been a big fan, honestly, bro. Here in the EU, Evolving Skies has dropped down to 120 euros overnight from 150. Oh yeah, they're gonna probably happen relatively soon as well. More drops. I'm gonna make that prediction. Did you sign? I did sign up. Yeah, Mitchell. No, I did. That was one of the things I talked about in yesterday's video. I made like an announcement about it, so that's extremely exciting. Also, I talked about as well how there's already scammazers trying to fix things. You know, we'll see obviously what happens with that, but you know, definitely hoping that people will have the opportunity to get it. Can I get a Steam Siege pack as a bonus when I order? Potentially, Tyrone. I might be able to do that. I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal, Tyrone. If you get a red pack, which you have a 1 in 5, I'll swap out whatever it is and I'll give you a Steam Siege. That's so funny, dude. Should we expect sets like Battle Styles, Rebel Clash, etc. meta tier packs as the 5 guarantee packs? Great question, Julio. So here's the expectation. I put in, so it's 50 packs. There are 0 Rebel Clashes. 0 Rebel Clashes. I made sure of that. I put in a booster box's worth of Battle Styles, so 36. And then I put about, I want to say, 40 to 45 Evolving Skies. So your two most common ones you're gonna get are going to be Evolving Skies. And actually, I can just tell you the order of your like probability of just the general 5. So the number one most common one is gonna be Chilling Reign. The second most common one is gonna be Evolving Skies. The third most common one is going to be Brilliant Stars. The fourth most common one is going to be Battle Styles. Then the fifth most common one is going to be Vivid Voltage. And then you're also going to get a sprinkling of Darkness Ablaze and Astral Radiance. And then a couple others I can't think of, but off the top of my head. But no, the main two you should see almost guaranteed. It's very unlikely that you're going to get an Evolving Skies. Like, the Evolving Skies, really high odds that you're gonna get it, and I made sure of that because I didn't want it to be one of these things where it's like you're gonna get garbage, right? Like, I wanted to make sure that you're going to get at least an Evolving Skies as one of your, you know, best packs, because I mean it's the best set, and as well as Brilliant Star as well. And so in my mind, I tried to make these as cheap as I could, as best I could, to the point of where I said, if this is something that I were to open, would I want to do something like this? And so, yeah, no, I made sure of it. That there's going to be no, also no Sword and Shield base either. No Sword and Shield base, and no Rebel Clash. So, I would have liked to have not put in Battle Styles altogether, but also it would have skewed my margins a lot. So I had to put in a booster box's worth, but considering there's 50, you know, that's going to be, like I said, the fourth least pulled one. So you have you know, it's more than likely you're going to get one, but you also have a decent chance to get like an Astral instead, or a, you know, Darkness Ablaze instead. So what's up, Travis? How we doing? Cheat Town, Ryan, hey, what's up, you three? Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you guys. The Armor Mewtwo in Japanese is the one I'm planning to buy. Looks much better than the silver borders. Oh, dude, of course. The Japanese silver borders, they always crush it with that. So I don't think it's a bad buy by any means. I mean, you know, like I said before, especially being a promo and you're getting the Japanese version, I think it'll do fine over time. It really just comes down to how niche it's going to ultimately be, especially considering that a lot of people are not too familiar with it. Ray T, hey Eli, thoughts on the crypto BTC ETH here? I mean, well, let me ask you a question to answer a question. Are you saying what are my thoughts on crypto in general, or what are my thoughts about how the market's doing right now? I'll answer both. Huge fan of crypto. I've been in it forever, and I think it's the future. How do I think it's doing right now? I think at this point it's going to really stay heavily tied to what the market's doing. And you know what was going on with Brilliant Stars reprints? So there's supposed to be a reprint. There was supposed to be one end of June. Then it got pushed back. My distributor said that the expectation is that it probably won't arrive till sometime in late August, early September at this point. Basically around the time of Lost Origins. The pickup of the year special delivery Charizard. Yeah, right. Let's hope we get it. Plebisaurus, what's up, my guy? How we doing? Thanks for stopping by, as always. Yes, it did. Late August, early September. Basically, when do the mystery packs drop? So, mystery packs, I just put them up on the site. I wanted to do it before the live stream. So, just put them up on the site. They're going to be released on this date just because the mystery packs themselves, I had to like get a whole like design for them and everything, and they are delivered to me on this they're delivered to me on Friday. So in case there's any sort of delays, I'd have a full week to cover myself. So making sure we're gonna get all these on time, but yeah, no, this is when the expected drop date from is. Of course, like I said, the description for what it is. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. I have a good feeling. I think it'll do well. I mean, it's $10 cheaper than literally what like any other person that does this is doing. Digi Smith, what's up, Pokey people? How we doing, brother? Ali, thanks for the time for answering my question. Are you excited for Lost Origins? You were up about Pokemon Go. I think both sets suck so hard. Maybe I'm stuck living in the Evolving Skies world. Well, we don't know what's going on with Lost Origins yet. To my knowledge, I mean, I can look on PokeBeach right now. it's not fully revealed. Oh, here we go. So, has everything been revealed? Because it looks like we've only had 2 cards revealed, which is Fantina and then Colress. I mean, once we know the full reveal of what the secret rares are going to be, then I'll, of course, give my judgment on what I'm going to say Lost Origins is of a set. I'm optimistic and hopeful, especially based off of the fact of what we got for the last set of Astral Radiance. So we'll see before I give my, prejudgments. I'll let everyone know, but I mean, we'll know because, Lost Abyss is being released in Japan this week, so we should know if there's going to be any alternate arts and what they're going to look like and so on and so forth. So I'm hopeful, but who knows. Thank you, Eli. I will definitely purchase. Not a bad deal considering the odds on one of the higher tier sets. Yeah, I appreciate it. Welcome back, bro. Hope you had a good vacation. It's funny, I did have a good time off, but also it's like I still worked my other jobs, but also at the same exact time when I wasn't doing the live streams and recording videos and stuff, I was stressed out about not working. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like when you have a routine and you do something consistently and then you stop that routine, it almost makes you depressed because you get so itchy to do it, which I got better near the end there, but also as well, to be fair, I kept myself busy because since, Pokemon Go release date, your boy had a lot of product he had to ship out, so I kept myself busy still at least, but I'm I always got to be doing more and more and more. That's my problem, is I never know my limits. But yeah, no, definitely, I mean, it was definitely a needed vacation at the end of the day, because it was still a reset on things to where I felt like I could take a deep breath, even, still working. How do you do your other mystery boxes? So if you're referencing so first and foremost, to answer that question altogether, I want to get rid of this completely. Honestly, I think I want to just get rid of this, maybe even live on stream. But how I do my Pokemon mystery boxes, it's pretty simple. I basically guarantee you're always going to get more value than what you paid for. It's as simple as that. So typically speaking, if you, let's say, spent $1,000 on a mystery pack box, I'm going to send you $1,250 worth of value, or $1,500 worth of value, or $1,000 worth of value. It'll be random, of course, because it is a mystery pack box, but I've had people that have had value anywhere between 10 to 30% more than what they paid. So the whole idea of it is you're getting that security of knowing that when you're purchasing this item, you're getting value for what you paid for, right? It's a true mystery box, and it's not like one of these mystery boxes where I'm just throwing in random crap that I want to get rid of. Obviously you'll have some items that you're like, oh, this is less desired, but then you'll also have some items that are more desired. I've thrown in, shiny PSA 10 cards from Hidden Fates, or I've thrown in, old vintage unweighted packs before, or I've thrown in booster boxes of popular sets. I've done so many different varieties in regards to it. So I've had nothing but good reviews in regards to my mystery boxes. I've never had a negative review on it. The only thing that I've heard ever, which it goes back to, people are always going to complain, is they're like, oh, why am I not getting double X value? And it's like, bro, I'm not going to make money if I give you double X value. So, but that's just how it is. There's always going to be people where it's never enough. Are you ready to close the door on more celebrations? What makes you say that, John? When you say close the door on more celebrations, do you mean are we expecting more to come? Or are you saying just moving on from it? I want to see Bitcoin go to 14K. I'd be stunned if it went to anything less than 15. So I think 15, best case scenario, is the bottom. I think we might be seeing a bottom with around 16 to 17, but that's just me. How does PSA determine a card's value on niche cards? That's a great question, Gabriel, and if I'm being completely honest, half the time they don't really go through that kind of thing. It's more or less they're it's more or less you just never know. Like, because there's a lot of cards that I've sold that are worth well over the like quoted price for the like value thing, whatever it is, the value service, and nothing happens. But if it's a Wizard of the Coast item that's well above it, sweet, you bet your sweet bottom they've definitely charged me for it. So I think it really just comes down to how knowledgeable the grader is on whether they should value charge it. That's my opinion. Charizards are usually ripe for that. Hi Eli, I had 2 boxes of VMAX Climax that I was saving sealed that didn't work. I opened them, and I did pull a Galar Friends though. My question is, do you think it's worth buying more to keep sealed? I think it's an extremely solid set. It's going to do well over time. We've seen the rise of Japanese product recently, specifically specialty Japanese product. So I definitely think it's worth it, especially since they did a reprint for it not that long ago, and Japan doesn't like to do heavy reprints that often unless it's for specialty sets. So I don't think it's a bad pickup at all. I know you always say BGS is the way to go for ultra modern. I agree, but I worry that BGS 10's black label is a little too niche. Any thoughts? Not really. I mean, it's niche in the way of like there's more people sending into PSA than BGS, but it's not niche in the way of the value that people are still willing to pay. Because at the end of the day, these big like collectors that are, you know, multi-millionaire, millionaires, like extremely wealthy individuals that have so much money they don't know what to do with it, they're willing to pay those premiums for cards that they love. So far, I've seen cards that are 10 to 20x their value in black labels compared to standard PSA 10s. Sometimes even greater than that. So for me personally, you know, I still haven't seen it where it doesn't happen. Especially if you're talking about putting it up on auction, you know? Like you can put it up for, you know, best sold if you want to, and then just leave an offer and then just see what the market is kind of sending you offers in for, especially if you have pop ones or low pops. So it's because it's hard to gauge certain things like that, but I've seen sales that are stupid expensive that I never would have expected. No, I knew what you meant, Galar. Wow. I knew what you meant, Derek, about Galar. I was curious what happened to you this past week. Wasn't sure if you got burned out. Yeah, I was on vacation for just the 4th. Yeah, dude, great pickup at 50, dude. Routine is 100% way. Yeah, dude, I need to now add in going to the gym to my routine. I've been getting injured a lot this past year and a half because I was overdoing it with the gym, so I stopped going for a while. But then I like stopped the routine of going to the gym, and so I want to get back into it. I just need to stretch more. I need to stretch. Stretching is the biggest problem in regards to my routine. I want to add things too. John boy, what's up, brother? T. I'd love to see an alt art Faulkner's Pigeon. Bro, I've talked about this before, Gabriel, and I'll say it again. I want like a remake or like a modern variation of basically like a gym set or like you know, Rising Rival set, dude. I got one and the dude sent me like 150 more value. John boy out here advertising. Hey man, like I said, I try and get the value up on those booster or on those mystery boxes, that's for sure. When it comes to grading, what are all of the companies available to use and how do they differ? So let me put it for you this way, Shattered. When it comes to the difference, basically CGC is the cheapest, BGS you get the best premiums, PSA is the middle of the road, most commonly used. So like PSA, for example, they typically, their prices are somewhere in the middle between BGS and CGC, which they currently are right now, if I'm correct. I think CGC is still the cheapest. They're the one that, you know, people recognize the most when they think of a grading. They think of PSA standard, doing it forever. As far as it goes with, of course, BGS, not as commonly used because it's more expensive, but you also get subgrades with it, and you get half grades. And on top of that, you can hit black labels, which are worth more than any card ever. And then you've got BGS 10s, which on average are worth more than a PSA 10, but you're paying the premium by spending more for grading. Then you've got CGC, which is typically the choice of, you know, cheaper. I just want to send it in and get it graded. That's kind of what the point of CGC is, you know. You know, personally speaking, never been a huge fan of CGC. I've always been a lot bigger of a fan of, like I said before, BGS and PSA for those reasons. But also, I have a little bit of a bias towards CGC's label. I think CGC's label just looks so gross. If they fix up the label, I might change my opinion on it. But also, to be fair, the value you get from grading a CGC versus other ones, you don't get as much value, which is why you're paying cheaper amount for it. I want them to do another... Dude, that'd be so cool. Alternate Arts gym set? That'd be incredible. The celebration party is over, like they say, or more celebration on the stuff by Christmas. I'm going to say right now it's probably over, but honestly, considering they push back, you know, rotation until start of next year, anything's possible for what they're going to plan on doing, dude. Hey, man, when will you get some more Pokemon product in stock? So, Papa, I'm actually about to drop a ton of product. I was on vacation for a while, so I hadn't really dropped a ton of product recently. I was really just kind of focusing on stepping back and just, like, doing what I needed to do. So, but I'll have Lost Origins pre-orders up here soon. I'll have some other products, some, like, booster box specials I'll be doing, and then some old build and battle card specials I'll also be doing. So, yo, Eli, do you like Amazing Rare? They're so cheap raw. I've been swooping a ton of them. I do like Amazing Rares. I think they're a cool concept. I think the art designs are cool, and they're definitely cheap if you're trying to pick them up long term for sure. What do folks in the EU use for grading? Are the big three here also? To my knowledge, you know, PSA is the main one that people use. Because, I mean, you take, like, Graded Gem, for example. They're, like, the #1, like, middleman grading service in the EU, and it's PSA is what they use, so... I look forward to sending him some cards to grade for the first time in the future. From what I've heard, there's only so many pre-grading you can do until you have the experience of getting cards graded. Oh, yeah, no, 100%. It's a fun experience getting them graded. I mean, obviously, sometimes you'll be happily surprised. Sometimes you'll be angrily disappointed. Just goes with the game. But getting a card that you wanted in a 10 is an amazing feeling, I'll tell you what. So I still got a couple of my cards that I got that I love. I think with flippers, using CGC more over the last year to get money out, and CGC will also hold similar value to PSA long term. So that's pretty... I think it'll hold similar value more long term as they continue to grow as a brand. I mean, obviously, I think that their brand awareness has started to become more prevalent, which is good for them. Obviously, as well, they have a good directive team for grading cards, and then on top of that as well, they also are transitioning into hopefully getting different like label designs. So I think that's something that could be of, you know, change for them. But I definitely see CGC, you know, being a good choice in the future. I know you said you're not familiar with Japanese Pokemon cards, but I want to know your not financial advice on Eevee Heroes box collection. Do you think it will have a huge upside? Well, let me ask you this. I actually have been asked this question a lot, so I know surprisingly a decent amount. But let's just look this up, right? If we're talking Eevee Gym, here, let's just look this up. Heroes box. Okay, we'll just look this up. And then we go to recently sold on this item. Always got to check recently sold. Frick you. Show me. All right, there we go. When you're telling me that this item is selling for over $600. $600, bro. 5 to 6. And don't get me wrong, it comes with value with booster boxes and sleeves and you know, Espeon promo and you know, a holder. But to me, man, are you really saying to yourself that for $600 this isn't already hyper inflated? And now, listen, I get it. The box art is gorgeous. Japan, as per usual, have done an amazing job on the art designs. Do I think it'll do well long term? I don't know, man. Look at how well it's doing current term. So I already think it's extremely overvalued for what it is. I mean, you're talking about the price of this at MSRP is supposed to be around 45 to 50 bucks for a standard Japanese, you know, booster box. But of course, because of market demand, it's up a lot more. I mean, we can just see how much Eevee Heroes is going for. An Eevee Heroes booster box. I mean, guys. When you're telling me a Japanese booster box is going more than an English booster, like, guys, their wholesale level is and their MSRP level is so different. Our MSRP level is 144. Their MSRP level is like 70 to 80, and typical market for like sites like Nin used to be like 40, 45, 50 bucks, even as cheap as like mid 30s for certain low demand booster boxes. Now you're telling me it's more than English? The value on this item has already been exponential. It's already sold for an extremely high price. I think it'll do well long term, but I think just like the Ultra Premium Collection in English, it's one of these items that's already seen so much growth and inflation. I see it having a lot slower growth long term just because of how explosive its initial growth has already been. So to answer your question, is it a bad pickup? It's not a bad pickup. I think it'll do well, but I think I would much rather have my money elsewhere just because I think it's going to have a slower growth because of how much it's already gone up long term. Sweet, no worries. Hope you got the chance to enjoy the break. I did. I appreciate that. Don't worry, brother. I'll get you some product. I promise. I need to sell, that's for sure. Amazing rares do look nice for this. I got mine. Nice, dude. That's a great price to get those ones at, dude. Shout out to you on that one. Hello, greetings from France. Bonjour. I sounded so American probably saying that. Have you maybe heard some news about Evolving Skies reprints in France and Europe? Well, someone actually in the chat was actually talking about how Europe is getting some right now, and you saw prices drop in, I think, was it the UK they said is where it was dropping in. So I gotta assume it's gonna hit, you know, the rest of Europe. But yeah, I would be on the lookout for that. And as far as English goes in America, we might have some early reprints coming for this month, so that'll be tomorrow's video though. When you open your store in Arizona, are you gonna bulk and collect the collection? So I don't know obviously what the plan is for opening a store yet in Arizona on buying, you know, bulk and collections and so on and so forth with the price of how I've thought about. Here's the deal, Tyrone. I've thought about buying bulk. I mean, if you're talking about someone who wants to buy bulk, now is the best time to buy bulk. Like, if you're a long-term bulk investor, now is the best time to buy. Bulk prices are cheap. So being able to flip it's extremely profitable as a buyer. As a seller, like someone who just wants to sell their bulk, it's just the worst time to sell right now. So honestly, I would consider doing it just out of my house, selling collections and flipping collections and so on and so forth. That's definitely something I would be interested in doing, you know. I've looked into it because there's so much money to be made doing it, because most of the reason why people don't do it themselves is because they don't have the time. So it's definitely something I'd be interested in, but for sure I'd be doing it out of my house before I do it out of a local game store in Arizona, just because, you know, with everything going on in the market, I think I might want to put a pause on opening the LGS store for now, especially considering I'm moving to a new market area. So I want to get familiar with how you know, the Chandler, Scottsdale, Gilbert area really is for Pokemon and stuff. Did you hear about the new Ultra Premium Collection coming out in October? I did see that. It's more than like, I mean, so you want to hear like big predictions, guys? I could be wrong about this, but here is my prediction for this. So it is a Ultra Premium V-Box, right? It has a 1 foil Special Art V-Star card, a 1 foil Special Art V-Max card, and a 1 Special Art V card. Are you ready for a massive prediction, guys? I am going to take a solid guess. I could be wrong here, right? Because here's the deal, man. Based on what we're seeing, right, we've got a new premium collection. There's an argument to be made that this one's going to be for Scarlet and Violet. However, just this is going to be a fun, theory. I think there's a potential chance that this could be a shiny specialty collection. Because considering the fact that we're going to get a quote-unquote Hidden Fates 2.0 this upcoming winter to go out with a bang for V-Stars versus VMAX, I think there's a chance that this could be the equivalent to like the Hidden Fates Ultra Premium. Could be wrong, but I'm willing to bet there's a chance. I feel like it's a cool theory. Otherwise, it's probably going to be Scarlet Violet. That's what my prediction is. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like, I mean, God, what V-Star will we have to do? Do we even have a Zacian or Zamazenta V-Star? Because if it's gonna... I mean, I know we don't have one right now, right, for V-Stars. Is that something they would add in, I don't know. It's hard to say. They've already done one, so... hard to say. Did you hear about the new Ultra Premium collection? Alright, I already answered that question. What about Eevee Heroes Gym Box was $350 months ago? Yeah, exactly, Koga. That box was so much cheaper not that long ago, and so the fact that it's exploded so drastically. Gage says Eevee Heroes reprint good to pick up. Is there a reprint coming? I was unaware if there was going to be one. If there is, then I don't see why not. That would definitely probably be a strong pickup. Unless you're talking about Evolving Skies. No, 100%. That's insane, Koga. Koga, just for you, by the way, for the mystery packs, when we drop those, one of the silver packs is going to be a legendary treasures. Eevees are unmatched, that's for sure. What is my thoughts on shining hollows from Neo Destiny? I think they're great. I think obviously they've done well. I think they'll do well. I think the population report for what they have, as well as the price corrections they'll probably continue to make, they'll be great pickups long term. As always, I'm more of a fan of First Ed versus Unlimited, but Unlimited honestly has done just as well as First Edition. So, when you're talking about percentage gains, right? From a collector perspective, it's always fun to collect First Ed, but I mean, the value's been there. When are the mystery packs available? So the mystery packs are available for purchase right now, and then we'll be opening them live on 7/24/22, which is going to be Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard. This will be for the first 50 because we've got our wave 1, which is going to be 50. It's kind of like our testing wave, and it's going to be just basically opened live for everyone, and then after that wave, it's going to be kept sealed and shipped out to you guys. For you to open yourself. Everything's, of course, on the live one, everything you're going to be able to keep. And if you want to keep your gold or silver or red pack sealed, you can. But it's more or less like quote-unquote advertising the transparency that you're going to be getting your odds guaranteed for sure. And it's not a scam. Because you know how it is with these mystery pack bundles. Everyone always is trying to scamaz people. So we want it to be one where people can see what the value they're getting out of it and why it is a really good mystery pack compared to everyone else's. Yeah, of course, no problem, UT. I personally think it's properly valued as it comes with 2 booster boxes, which are each around. No, don't get me wrong, Midline. It's properly valued based off of what the items themselves are valued for. But what I'm saying is that I don't think Eevee Heroes booster boxes should be worth $180, $200 to begin with. I think they should more appropriately be valued at around $80 to $100. But since people in America are stupid and love to not do their own research, I'm sorry, I'm an American. I feel like I could say that for myself. But if there's one thing that I know about Americans is they're really good at not doing their research on something and then saying stupid things or making stupid decisions based off of little to no research or off of something they heard from someone or off of just reading a headline title. And so for me, when you have these uneducated individuals that are saying to themselves, well, I can't find an Evolving Skies booster box for anywhere under $160 to $200, why not go buy it in Japan and drive up the price of MSRP by 3x for Japan market prices? That just is stupid. The prices for that should not be that high. But of course, because people are dumb, and they don't understand, you know, how general pricing works in Japan, because it takes you literally 2 seconds to go look it up online and see what the, you know, amount of packs guaranteed are, the amount of cards guaranteed are, the general MSRP and wholesale value for most Japanese booster boxes. It takes you like 2 seconds to research that, but people are going off of what America prices are. And for a lot of people as well that are even less educated than that, they're going off of America as MSRP value, not even like market value, because a lot of people just go to their, you know, LGS store and don't realize what TCG Player is or other sites that sell them for cheaper. So it's like, I'm just saying that it's extremely overvalued. A lot of Japanese product are extremely overvalued for that reason. If you've heard of a TCG grading, he thinks VMAX Climax will appreciate better than any Japanese set buying $50. I think that's extremely possible. I think it's one of the, it's definitely one of the best sets in the Sword Shield era for sure. Right next to, you know, VMAX Climax, or sorry, right next to Eevee Heroes. And considering it's a specialty set, they tend to print those more, and I think that it could do extremely well. No problem, Asa. Also, there are a few more scarce than normal boxes. Likely won't reprint. I personally wouldn't pay more than $500 for the box. It's certainly worth it. I mean, if you're a collector, it just, like I said before, man, if you're talking about from a collector perspective, I think it's worth it. If you're talking about from an investability perspective, you'll get a return, but I think there's so many like better places to be spending your money, especially with Evolving Skies getting a reprints within this month to next month. It's going to be cheaper to get into those, and you'll probably see a faster return, considering that you've already seen so much explosive growth for that, you know, Eevee Hero Specialty Collection box. Do you have any Japanese sets stored like Eevee Heroes? I did have some All-Stars, but I recently got rid of those. And then other Japanese product I have a bunch of like, Japanese like Sun and Moon Era cards. I think Japanese booster box sets, especially modern, are a good route because of the pull rates, and the look in grading is usually better. And since the sets are more split, you can be more picky with. I mean, no, for sure. I mean, from a collectability perspective, I would 100% agree. Once again, just going back to what the market is valuing them at compared to what they should be valued at is dumb to me. Is it best to resell bulks as singles or packs? I mean, as someone who like sells bulk, typically I break everything apart. I sell all the cards that are like competitively viable, or anything basically worth 10 cents or more, and then everything else I just have packaged up in my garage in like rows of 1,000. I need to do something with it because I'm going to be moving, and moving like 100 pounds worth of bulk is just not going to be like feasible. But that's just typically how I do it. I definitely am going to need to like, you're definitely going to like, you know, need to sell them off as like bulk strips. I feel like is the way to do it, and not individually. Sure thing, I've got myself, wait, you guys are talking. Yeah, I feel like the Ultra Premium Collection will be more of a send-off of Sword and Shield era. I 100% agree. There's rumors for Eevee Heroes reprint. It's not confirmed right now. That happens, that would definitely be good. We'll see how that affects things with Evolving Skies reprint around the same time. I think that the 16 booster packs will each be a Sword and Shield block, and from Sword and Shield, I can see that happening. I don't know about Celebrations, because Celebrations is a specialty set, but there's fairly credible rumors that there will be an Eevee Heroes reprint of about 14k boxes, not confirming yet how. How would they know exactly the amount of boxes they're being printed? Does Japan, I mean, maybe I'm not knowledgeable at this part, but is Japan transparent about how many they're reprinting, unlike America? I'd be wanting Shining Face Charizard for PC, but I just bought one BGS 9.5 for 145 shipped. I figured price for that may not get much cheaper. I mean, are you interested more, John, in like BGS versus PSA for like your display ability? Because I guess the question I gotta ask is, like, looking at it from this perspective, John, what's the hurry to buy it? Why isn't it gonna get much cheaper, considering the fact that PSA specifically just dropped their prices drastically? I know BGS hasn't yet. They're more than likely going to soon, so that's something to kind of take into consideration. But is there like a preference, one or the other? Are you looking at it from a displayability versus an investability? Like, I'm just curious. Miguel, Perez. Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Well, hello and good day to you, sir. If anyone wants the news about bonus guys, France. Not sure if there's already covered, but would we know if we're the first 50 if we purchase? So yeah, no. So as far as it goes, so this is the first 50. So under my inventory quantity, I have it set to 50. As you can see, I can't go any more. I can go less, but that's it. So this is the first 50 wave. Once this, I would assume, sells out and we are done with the break, then I'm going to order however many more based off the demand for the previous one. And then those are going to be the ones that are going to be shipped to you guys. So I only have 50 as it stands right now. So, like I said before, first 50, the whole point of it is just for transparency so that people know what's going to be in it. So that when you open it, you can see what's going to be the packs for all 50. How do you think Divergent Power Tins will do long term? Also, anything you're picking up at a good price currently? So I think Divergent Tins will do extremely well considering how cheap they are right now and the pack selection in them. They've got Evolving Skies, they've got Brilliant Stars, they've got a couple Astrals. I care more about Brilliant and Evolving as always. Anything I'm picking up currently, as it stands right now, I'm selling more than I'm picking up, but that's because I'm moving. So I'm not trying to pick really anything up at this very moment in time, but I will be planning on picking up a ton of Evolving Skies product once the reprints start to happen, and then shipping them to Arizona when we move. I'm just gonna try when the reprints are coming, baby. I'm gonna be picking up a lot of them, that's for sure. In France, our Pokemon market evolution has 2 months of delay in the comparison with U.S. markets. Prices have just started to decline. People are hyped about Evolving Skies, Brilliant Stars prices, principally. Oh, that's completely understandable. I mean, you're talking about the fact that they're two of the most popular high-demand sets. It also does make sense that it's more delayed within, Europe, specifically, like you were saying, France. It makes sense to me. But also at the same exact time, it's definitely a bummer you guys have to wait a little bit more time on that. Eevee Heroes is going for more than Japanese tag team sets. I agree, it's definitely overvalued, but I also don't see it moving much. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said before, it'll be a slow growth compared to other things because of how explosive it's been. I actually see people slabbing Eevee Heroes packs because that pack art looks great. I could totally see that too. The pack art is gorgeous. The market of Pokemon cards in France resists for the moment, but the market of vintage cards and booster packs takes a slap. For the mystery packs, we don't have the individual packs open, just the whole mystery pack to show what we got. No, so Brian, how it's going to work is you're going to have your initial 5 packs that you get open, right? So for the sake of this explanation, right, you'll have your Evolving Skies, you'll have your Chilling Rain, you'll have your Vivid Voltage, Brilliant Stars, and your Astral Radiance open, right? You'll have all 5 of those open. All those cards will be shipped to you, bulk and everything. Then you will get your mystery pack, your blue tier, red tier, yellow, and white tier, or silver and gold, right? I tried doing an American theme because we're Pokemon USA, red, white, and blue, and then red, of course. And then yellow, of course, as well for, like, just the Pokemon logo. So, with that, when you have your pack, right, let's say you get a silver, for example. I will open up the silver because you're going to get, like, one of these. You're going to get, like, a red, right? If you get one of these, I will then open it and see what you got. Then you will have the choice of wanting to keep it sealed or having it opened on stream. The purpose of opening it to begin with is just so you know that when I show you pictures of what you could get, and I show you what you could get outside of the pictures, you know what your odds are of getting specific items. For example, just so that you guys know, just to kind of give a teaser, red tier, the packs you will be having a chance to get are Shining Legends, Evolutions, Hidden Fates, Cosmic Eclipse, Lost Thunder, and then Burning Shadows. That's going to be the pack variety. Obviously, there's 50, 1 in 5, 10 in total. I think it's going to be, it's a mix of all of them. So those are kind of what you're looking at. And then for silver, as far as it stands right now, it's going to be Phantom Forces, Flash Fire, Plasma Freeze, and then Legendary Treasures, right? So it's like you're getting these packs that are worth something to where, you know, if you wanted to keep them sealed, you could keep them sealed rather than opening them. Because hypothetically, if I open it up live on stream and you end up not getting anything, and you'd much rather, let's say, sell it or keep it sealed for your collection, then that's an option I want people to have. Also, as well, I can also weigh your pack live as well, so that if, let's say, you know, because I have a database right now of information on what most heavy packs are. So let's say you pull, like, you know, one of the gold packs. It's going to be an Arceus pack from, you know, Platinum Era. Let's say that you get a heavy on that pack, right? We weigh it, you get a heavy. Then if you want to, you can open it live on stream. We can see if you pull level X or a holo, right? Because these are all unweighted packs. They're coming from booster boxes, they're coming from blisters. You're getting your chance in an unweighted pack. So this isn't like some, like, oh, we got you a light pack. No, you're getting, like, legit packs. We can weigh that for you, and then we can decide, oh, it's a heavy pack, let's open it up. Or, oh, it's a light pack, I want to keep it sealed. We can do that for you as well. So ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm trying to cater it to the point of where the whole point of it being a break to begin with is more or less just so that people can see the packs they're getting. And then after that, once people really get the feel and they can go back for reference on the first wave video, then we'll be shipping everything out accordingly, you know, based off of the first experience that you guys have, knowing that that's what it's going to look like, you know? Are you guaranteed to a red pack in the mystery, or can you get all blue? So, like it's shown on the back, Tyrone, for the blue, it's guaranteed a blue, so you're always going to get at least a blue, which is going to be an ETB item or better. With the red, it's 1 in 5. So odds are, because I have it seeded as 1 in 5, obviously you could get more, you can get less, but there's about, you know, 10 red packs, because that's the odds, right? So if you were to get one, there's no guarantee you're going to get a red. Silver, 1 in 10. Gold, 1 in 25. Like, these are your odds that you're basically able to get these items calculated. If it was guaranteed you were always going to be able to get a red, and we didn't have a blue tier, I would be broke. So because all these packs are going anywhere between $10 to $30 depending upon which one you're getting, you know. So because you've got like Hidden Fates going for like 15 bucks, you've got Cosmic Eclipse going for 10, you've got Shining Fates going for, or Shining Legends going for, you know, 25, 30 bucks. You've got Evolutions going for, you know, 15 to 20 bucks. So it's like, you know, there's value there in your red tier. Obviously you want a silver or a gold, because if you hit one of these jackpot, you just like double, triple, quadrupled your value off of what you spent off of one pack. But obviously those are your odds. There's a casting for a Pokemon TCG television series in the US, I heard. Oh, that's cool. Do you know what the like role is? Great, thanks for the info on the mystery pack. Purchasing one and crossing fingers. Well, I appreciate the support on that. Is the mystery pack similar to Pokérev's thing? More or less. It's more or less similar. Let me put it for you this way, UT Long. A lot of different people, you know, Pokérev, PokéChloe, and some other PokéTubers, they have their own variations of mystery pack designs, their own variations of how they do seeded. For us, this is our variation. It's very similar, of course, but it's with our own twist, you know? Because obviously it's Pokemart USA. It's our USA design. It's very much similar to the prizes in which they have. Of course, we have our own twist on how we are going to be doing it with the way in which we guarantee certain seeded packs. as well as the fact that you're more than likely also, when it comes to general packs, going to guarantee to get Evolving Skies as one of your 5. And for their typical extra, if you're talking about our competitors, their typical, like, I don't know, I assume some people have green or pink tier if we're talking like Poke Clear stuff, but our blue tier, they just give you an extra Sword and Shield pack. We guarantee that your blue is always going to be one that's of value, right? So, because the Champion's Path pack is going for like $9 to $10 right now, right? Celebrations is going for like, you know, $6 or $7. So you're getting value off of blue tier guaranteed. What's up, Northwoods? How we doing, brother? Hey, it's been a while. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully all is well with you. Hopefully the channel is doing well. Comparable BGS Shining Face Charizard have been selling for 200 plus at auction, so I felt comfortable buying it. Bro, if that's how much they're selling it for an auction, dude, that's straight nice. Do you think that Slab will go sub 100? I think it's entirely possible, just based on the facts of the matter that now with PSA prices dropping, market prices for grading that specific card across the board is going to go down. Because, I mean, you got to think about it, guys. If you're having a small amount of people sending in cards for grading, then the value of these graded cards are going to be, you know, higher. Versus you have a ton of people sending in things for grading, then the population is going to increase, and so the, you know, supply is going to increase, and so the supply will eventually outweigh the demand, and so prices will drop. Shiny Face Black Charizard, the only modern Charizard I wanted in the PC. Nice. I tried the Pokemon Rev packs and got burned. I really want to try yours, though. Well, like I said, Full Metal Wolf, babe, with these ones, they're $10 cheaper. Because, if I'm correct, he had his at $50. Ours are at $40. Of course, you get free shipping as well after you spend over a certain amount. So I think it's after you buy 3 packs, you get free shipping. Otherwise, it's $5. So if you know... And then as for ours, like I said before, there's a high probability you're always going to get an Evolving Skies in all your standard 5. And unlike our competitors, our blue, you're always going to get that extra value. But otherwise, I mean, the value, I would say, personally speaking, not trying to hype it up, it's going to be hard to beat. It's going to be a hard value to beat because we're drastically giving you better product and we're undercutting our competitors. So it's a win-win for sure. Hi, bro. Do you do PO for Singapore for English product? So I do ship out to outside of the United States. You just have to purchase on our site and pay whatever the additional shipping costs are. What's up, Pokey Grindin'? Glad to see you here. No problem, Long. But yeah, no. That, like I said before, man, I based this mystery pack around myself saying if there was a mystery pack I wanted to open and I wanted to get the best experience out of it, what would I want it to look like? And that's what I designed it off of. Making sure that you truly get the best experience opening it and you get the best value for what you're paying for, right? Because, if you really want to do the math on it, in saying to yourself, how much value can you get off of this compared to other people? The value is just so much. I saw someone, Andrew, left a note. Please mail me the gold or silver. I will. Well, that's another fun thing. I have no idea which one's gold or silver when we package it up, because it's going to be packaged in the mystery packs. But, sorry, as I was saying, the value you're going to get off of this is so much greater, right? Because you're already saying to yourself, right, your initial base value is you're getting about $30-ish amount of value if you just get the blue, right? So quote-unquote market value, you're losing a couple of bucks. But then with your odds of the reds and silvers and golds, you hit a red, you hit a silver, you hit a gold, either you get your values worth with red, basically, or you get more than value. Silver, you double your value, and then gold, you triple to quadruple your value. So it's and silver's 1 in 10, that's pretty, you know, I'm not trying to hype it up too much, but you get the point that I'm saying, bro. The value is insane, John Boy, indeed. On your first pack, stamp first edition and sign them, and we'll have them at 300 by Christmas. Yeah, right? Have it signed first edition. That'd be funny. Sign the first edition pack. But yeah, no, I'm excited for it, man. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a really fun experience. It's a new thing that we're trying to push, and we have a lot of other things in the woodworks for Pokemon USA. So I know that I know that it's going to be a fun time, to say the least. So we've got a lot stored in the future, but yes, Poke John, go drop a like. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and be subscribed, guys. We do our weekly giveaways. Come on. Yeah, we haven't had anyone mention that, so it's my first time back, so I wasn't expecting there to be a ton of people watching, but I always appreciate people leaving a like. Helps the algo. But yeah. So, I mean, personally for me, I think how I tried doing it with the silver is I tried making it that you got the best black and white packs you could at the gate, right? Because I know I mean, if you want to talk, because we can take a look, right? And see like what some of these packs are gonna have, right? For like a silver. In a silver with the, let's say, Plasma Freeze, you know, the best-selling high-end card you can get in your high to low for this set is you can get a shiny Empoleon, get a shiny Garchomp. Everyone loves shiny Garbodor. Not really. You can get a Deoxys. You get any of the Eevees. You get a full art Latios. So it's like, I think that Freeze was a good pick. Then Legendary Treasures. You obviously can get Gold Reshiram, Gold Zekrom, and then other variations. And then honestly, my personal favorite, although those are of course the most expensive out of the packs that you could win, still my personal favorite is got to be Phantom Forces. But that's of course mainly because I want that silver Dialga. But, you know, and then of course Flashfire. You know what's in Flashfire. Ever thought about making your own card game? I have not. That is never something that I've thought of. I will say though, I have recently got back into Hearthstone. So if anyone's interested in me live streaming Hearthstone, because I know you guys have wanted me to do like Let's Plays and stuff. I just hit Legends today. So I played a lot of video games on my break because I haven't been playing many video games. So I was able to get back and play. So I'm ranked 2,600 and something. But I want to buy one, but I'm a tightwad with what I have going on right now. I don't know, I'm on the fence. Hey, never feel pressured, Trav. I mean, this is just a fun experience. How much do you think vintage product will decrease in values during the next few years? Oh, gosh. Bruh, I love that name. Vintage product will get hit hard. I think vintage is going to get hit the hardest because it had the highest, like, it had the highest increase. It'll probably have some of the highest decrease, especially for the over, like, populated vintage cards, you know? Like, the vintage product is, I mean, don't get me wrong. During the next cycle, it'll have just as explosive of growth when we do get a very bullish cycle. But, it's definitely one of those items that, or it's definitely one of those things where with us on a recession on the loom, it's gonna do bad. Apparently Amazon likes to take their sweet time with processing inventory. They definitely do. John, how do you rate the movie Detective Pikachu? Burn me to the stake, I have never seen Detective Pikachu. I have not. Don't get me wrong, like, I think that, you know, Ryan Reynolds is great. I liked him in Deadpool, but I didn't like him enough to go see the Detective Pikachu movie. Like, I'm sorry, that was just it. Like, no thank you. Like, I tried getting back into Pokemon and Evolutions, and then when they, in the Sword and Shield era, like, Oh, when they brought back Detective Pikachu. I did not like it. I did not like it. But can't give it a rating because I've never seen it. Please keep... Oh, yeah, another thing as well. If you're not going to be there for the live stream, you can just leave a note at checkout for if you want the pack sealed. So, like, for example, like, let's say that you pull a gold pack and you're like, Eli, can you make sure that whatever I pull for my gold pack, keep it sealed? Totally can do that for you. The movie was fun. I mean, I'm not a huge moviegoer to begin with. Like, I think the only movie outside of Marvel's and Star Wars that I've seen in the past, like, couple of years, and I haven't even seen Star Wars because it hasn't been in theaters, has been Top Gun. So it's hard for me to go see a movie. What's the PSA grading news? PSA just dropped their prices down to $18 a piece, Trenjake. So that's pretty stoked, dude. It's pretty poggers. And either it looks goofy, they can make nice, more serious movies with great CGI. Yeah, I didn't like the CGI. It reminds me a lot of the first CGI look of Sonic. But UT Long just ordered his. Don't let me down. I appreciate it, brother. But yeah, no. Just CGI was not the best. So, especially when they CGI'd the cards, I'm like, come on, dude, really? Come off it. No, thank you. Poggers indeed, Tyrone. I would laugh so hard, Tyrone, if you get a red and then I end up having to give you a Steam Siege back. This man. Well, here's the real question, Tyrone. If you get a gold, would you swap it out for a Steam Siege? Awesome. Does that mean bulk grading is gonna be more affordable for people? And also, does that mean graded prices are gonna tank? Yes and yes. What do you think will get harder more? Sealed or singles or even slabs? Great question. Slabs are gonna get hit the hardest. I think it's gonna go in order from hit the hardest. If you're talking, so Ultra Modern, obviously, you know, if it's in print, it's going to get hit hard. We're taking that out of the equation. I think that the hardest hit is going to be slabs, sealed, raw. This is not including Ultra Modern. And for the purpose of that, it really just comes down to the fact of the matter that, like, you know, a lot of these, like, WotC slabs were extremely overvalued. And, you know, became overinflated, and now they're taking huge corrections for it. Let's take a look at Polkadata, for example. First off, what the heck, guys? When are you gonna do your UI update? They're supposed to do one a while ago. Really sad. But Neogen First Ed, right? Let's take a look at Lugia. So the Lugia in a PSA 10 condition, just look at the value that you saw it go up explosively. It went from around $100 all the way up to its highest peak of 9,249, right? That's dumb. 9,249 divided by 100. Do I really need to put on a calculator? It's a 92.5x return, right? At its peak. Sold recently for 1,200. I mean, we can check to see the credibility of the sale. Because we want to make sure it's a first ed. But yeah, I mean, look at the correction on this sale, guys. 582 winning bid, one bid. Now, granted, maybe it was just an ended sale. Right? We'll say it was an ended sale. Let's take a look at this one. Looked everywhere, not on the page, obviously. Who would have guessed it? So we'll take a look at this one, right? Doesn't even show the listing. Awesome. Love to see it. I mean, I gotta assume it's still going for around 2K. But that's a huge drop, right? That's a massive drop, right? And I mean, if we're talking the raw price, though, look at the raw price. Raw price has dropped, right? Don't get me wrong, it's dropped like 50%. But this has dropped 75%. That's huge. That's a huge drop, right? I don't know. Maybe you flip it around and you say slabs, ungraded, and then, you know, sealed. It's such a case-by-case basis, of course, as well. So it's really hard to say, but that's what I would say kind of the ordering. Do you have a favorite Pokemon card opening memory? This question is for the chat as well if they want to answer. Oh, I always like those questions, Gabriel. Pokemon pack, I have a ton of them, dude. I remember the first time my first ever tin that I opened from Hidden Fates, the third pack in, I pulled a shiny Charizard. That's a very memorable moment for me freaking out about that. You know, a memorable moment of when I pulled, I remember when I was a little kid, they had, I don't know if you guys remember this, but they had like these 2-packs and then a guaranteed holo in the back for like Diamond and Pearl era stuff, but you could usually see if you move it around enough what the guaranteed holo was, and I saw it was a level X and I bought it and it was a Dialga G level X. I remember that. That's one when I was a kid because I was like, oh, there's a level X in there, I can see it. Core memory, me opening the Torterra level X, one of my favorite starters. I mean, I've got a lot, man. It's always fun to think about it. Do you think the Gym Leader Challenge format will help bulk prices? Gym Leader Challenge format. I'm actually unfamiliar with that format, Kevin. Can you explain to me what it is? I was glad to get a Vaporeon VMAX Promo CGC for 34 shipped. Was under market. I think, dude, I think it'll perform well. I think prices have gone up. And, bro, it is incredible to me that it's gone up as quick as it has. So definitely a good buy price for sure. Busy for sure. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man, Northwoods. How's the channel been going? How's the growth been? I mean, have you been able to upload consistently? I mean, let's take a look. You can check out your channel. Northwoods TCG. Yeah, you've had some growth. Last time I checked, at least, your subs have gone up. Yeah, you're consistently posting. Nice. You know who hasn't, bro? Ava went off a cliff. I don't know what happened with Ava's binders, but just died. Just gone. Like, no clue what happened to her. And I mean, the last time she posted was like a month ago. And I tried like reaching out to her to ask questions about like, yo, what's going on? Where you at? Because I have her like social information. Nothing, man. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. You've been slipping? What do you mean you've been slipping? Celebration UPC is by far the most sought after modern product. How much do you think its price will rise carrying the rest of the Celebrations product? I think it'll be a slow growth. I think when you're talking about the fact of the matter that, you know, MSRP is 120 and then its initial like release price was 4 to 5x over what MSRP was because people were willing to pay that much, and now you're saying it's still triple over MSRP, not wholesale MSRP. I think that it's already been calculated and priced in for what its growth is going to be, and so it'll be a slow growth, if not stagnation, for a while, especially considering we're in a recessionary period. What do you say especially considering, bro? Yeah, bro, she's gone. She's just... The comment, I subscribed to her Patreon a couple weeks ago. Has she posted anything on there? Because I haven't heard from her at all. I'd be stunned if she was doing it. Well, it's not school because it's summer. It's job stuff. I knew she was gonna be busy with job stuff. That's what she told me. I didn't realize she was busy to the point of where she's just ghosting everyone. I wonder what sets are gonna perform well after this PSA rating drop. Well, it's not really which ones are gonna perform well. It's which ones are gonna hold up their best value when prices drop. I guess I assume that's what you mean, but. My favorite memory was when I was about 9. I opened a Gym Heroes challenge back in Walmart and got Blaine's Charizard. It was my only Charizard I ever got till a year and a half ago. Oh, that's so cool! Yeah, imagine seeing WotC era stuff in stores again. Ultra Mewtwo, like Conkeldurr and Pokemon Go, hard to pull. I opened 80 TVs and got 4 Mewtwo's. Bro, I don't know. We didn't ever pull a Conkeldurr. We pulled 2 Mewtwo's out of like 50, or out of 100 packs, so. It'll probably be around that price, but who knows. John Boy, she's gone. I don't think she's posted anything new. I was interested in her Astral Radiance sheets. Pretty great material. Yeah, she hasn't posted in over a month. So it's been a while. If I hit better than red, I convert my pack to equal Steam Siege value. I hope that happens. You know, I truly do. I hope that happens, Tyrone. Just so I can send you Steam Siege. Just for the memes. Yeah, holding prices are going to be a thing, but I wonder if the opposite would happen, if any specific cards would go up in value. I don't see an instance where a card's value goes up because there's more circulating supply. That just goes against just basic supply economics theory. Supply and demand economic theory. Professor Rowan says, oh. Oh. But yeah, man. I mean, most things are going to go down. Most things are going to go down. Especially ultra modern stuff, man. Get ready for the collapse of ultra modern product to go even further down. I mean, prices on the 9 have been, you know, surprisingly holding steady on this item. Prices on the 10 have been surprisingly holding steady, but you also have to say to yourself, it's still very low pop. They'll probably get really high relatively soon. The real point is just the raw cross. Once this starts to cross over one another, there's a correction. My content has been weak due to lack of time to research right now. Would be grading a lot and very hard to grade at PSA 10, especially if it's modern. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I just read 2 messages into one. Should be getting breaks soon to crank up content and get back on YouTube wave. Yeah, that'll be nice. I always get... I get that, man. You always want to be putting out the best content. Sometimes you don't have the time. Only instance I can speculate that would be a card that would be great. A card that would be graded a lot and very happy to grade at PSA 10, especially if it's modern. Only instance I can speculate would be a card that would be graded a lot and very hard to grade. But even then, if it's hard to grade, the supply is still going up. So, Gaughan, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Sadly, I don't have a shop link on my Twitch because I am square brain and don't know how to do that. But if you just want to check out, you should see links in the description below on our Twitch page. It's support at PokemartUSA.com. Support at PokemartUSA.com, good sir. Anybody know why the Roserade from Dragons Exalted is over 30 bucks? Let's take a look. Dragons Exalted. What? I mean, don't get me wrong. The La Harfum is a good card, like ability. But there's so many other replaceable cards in the expanded and legacy format. Wow, that's crazy, bro. I have no clue, man. I don't know. Eli, what's your feeling on the 9.1 billion number for Pokemon cards printed if it hasn't been asked yet? Are you talking about the video that Rudy made? I want to make a couple of statements about that. First and foremost, if you watched Rudy's video, he kept saying that there was 15 cards a pack. So his number's extremely off to begin with. Now, if you're talking about the like number sales that Pokebeach came out with in regards to like how much money the Pokemon company made, because let's see, where is it? Where is the announced numbers? Because they had announced numbers for how much they had made. Where's the article? I know they came out with an article saying the Pokemon company has sold X amount of cards or money or something like that. Which I thought was, you know, snooze, I guess. Here we go. You're talking about, yeah, TCG sold record 9.1 billion cards in 2021. Yeah, because they're saying individual cards, right? So if you're saying to yourself, right, just based off of it, what do you get, 11 cards in a pack? 10 of which, one is an energy. So if you just take out the reverse holo, you take out the holo, right? You're basically getting 8 times 9.1. Or no. It's 9.1 thousand million, 9.1 billion, right? 100 million billion, right? Divided by 8. So you're saying to yourself, realistically, is the math right on that? Am I dumb? I think that's right. Because you're basically saying that an eighth of those cards, right? And I'll do the math one more time. We'll just say times 0.8 for the sake of it, because we'll just say 10 in a pack. You're saying realistically to yourself that 70... Eli, I'm sorry guys, math is hard. Thank you. So you're saying realistically to yourself, of those 2 holos and like reverse holo slots, you're saying basically that about 7,280,000,000 of them are worthless, you know? Like that's the argument that you're basically making. And only realistically about 1.82 billion are actual cards of value, which, don't get me wrong, that's a lot of cards worth of value. And then if you want to take that number and go even more drastic and say to yourself, times that by 0.1, if we take away the reverse holos, you know, this is going to be your holos, slots, your shiny slots, and so on and so forth. And then let's say for the sake of, you know, argument, your odds are now 1 in 36 on top of that. So if you're saying to yourself, right, you've got this slot, and then you divide this by 36. Sorry, 910. It's 910. It's 910. You divide this by 36. Realistically, the population of how many cards are actually being graded, more or less, it's in the 100,000-ish range. Which that's a lot of Pokemon cards to grade for Ultra Modern in the past year, but not really when you think about it, you know? But that's just because the scalability of current day's, you know, print runs. Jake from Pokenomics did a recap on the video. It's funny seeing Drake try to dissect Rudy being so goofy in his video. That's because Jake is so serious, that's why. GG posted in Discord about the Irata card increased price. Thoughts? GG posted that? Let's take a look. Did I spell Irata wrong? Is it? Oh, it's Irida. Irida. Wow. I mean, That's interesting, for sure. It's probably because it's competitively viable. Search your deck for a water Pokemon and an item card, reveal them, and put them into your hand deck, then shuffle your deck afterward. Probably because it's a good card. I mean, it's definitely not a bad competitive card. That's what happens. Competitive cards do well. They start to, you know, go up in value. Just start Pokemon TCG. Which theme deck do you recommend? Theme deck. Theme deck. Interesting. Which theme deck do I recommend? Of, like, the free ones? That's a hard one to say. If you're trying to go through the tutorial, I just go against typing matchups and just do whatever's weak. Soaring Skies? What about Soaring Skies? Oh, is that the name of the deck? Will there be interesting? It will be interesting. The market typically picks up around Christmas. Do you have thoughts on Lost Origins being a strong set or mid-tier? We will know shortly when we see the official full release of all of the secret rares. We don't know yet. Just did a themed tournament with Poke Twitter and Soaring Skies dominated. Interesting. Oh, did not know that. Oh, I see what you're saying. I totally forgot they have tournaments for just theme decks. Because Rose Raid is just fabulous. Think of how many people enter the hobby in 2021 to 2022. Oh, a ridiculous amount, for sure. Arita with how strong the items search Palkia, it's basically search 2 cards. No, that's extremely strong. Not the full art version. Holy crap. Wow. It's a holofoil card? Jesus loves me. That's incredible, dude. Wow, I didn't realize that was a holofoil. That's a great holofoil, dude. Well, I haven't uploaded my reverse holo and holofoils from Astral Radiance yet. I've been sitting on them for a while, so time for your boy. That's incredible, dude. That is incredible. I mean, it's a great card, but is it that great? Holy crap, dude. Was there like some big buyout? Let's see. When did the price start to shoot up? July 7th and 8th, basically. Let's see what the sales volume on the 7th and 8th was. High sales volume on the 7th. Pretty decent sales volume on the 6th. And the 5th. 4th, not high sales volume. Makes sense, I guess. Luminion and all the ball searches cover all bases. But how expensive is Luminion? I'm pretty certain Luminion's probably still cheap. Yeah, Luminion's dirt cheap, man. When you play this from your hand on your bench deck, you may search your deck for... Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying, but it covers all the bases. That totally makes sense. Yeah, their synergy is great. No wonder Palkia is doing well. It's because it's a water type and it synergizes well with all these other cards. You just bought a playset of full... Dang, dude. I just joined the hobby when Astral came out. Nice, dude. Yeah, dude. These cards are expensive, bro. Yo, I gotta go through now and see. I gotta go through and see all my Astral bulk. Now I gotta really go look through and see the value of the cards. I mean, it makes sense why they use 4. Don't blame them. It's incredible, dude. Like, that's... That's a huge, like... Here's a real question. Can we just check up best selling and just go look at uncommon cards in the trend? Because when you do that, it doesn't even show. I gotta imagine this is probably... No, it hasn't really gone down. How's the sales volume on it? Sales volume is still low. How is this Beating... Oh, it's because it's a rare. Right. See, this is the thing. They say best selling. Doesn't that have to do with, like, volume? Because it's just selling... It's just saying a bunch of, like, WotC era product. It's kind of lame. Because Radiant Greninja is one of... Yeah, that's fair. Pogo Blastoise? Bro, it's been a while since I've played the game. I think I told you guys I quit after Fusion because I hated the Fusion decks. Or I hated the Mew and... Genesect deck. You may discard a water energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. You may discard a water energy card. Oh, interesting. How much does it cost to send a PSA? Nina, if you have a membership and you send in over 20 cards, it's now dropped down to 18 bucks now. What do you think about investing in vintage Pokemon sealed toys? A lot of really pricey, but if you look well enough, you can find some really great deals from PSA and Eevee. I definitely don't see why not. I mean, you know, people that are huge Pokemon fans will want to collect it all. I don't know exactly how big the market is compared to cards, but I can see a niche for it. Has to do with the algorithm deal between volume and price. But if that were true, Comment, I guess, just based off this theory, if that were true, going back to rares, right? We got best selling. Let's clear all. We got best selling, and then we go to Pokemon. And then we go to rares. Using that philosophy, I guess we would have to wait a week before it really happened, because it isn't until like the end of the week cycle when that adjusts, you know? But even then on the monthly it would at least show up. I don't know, man, that's weird. Regular Pogo Blastoise is what is being searched with Rita along with Rare Candy. Radiant Blastoise sucks. Oh, Pogo Blastoise. Not Radiant Blastoise. I was about to say, I was like, so you're just discarding water energies? Okay, Pogo Blastoise. Alright, let's see. Once during your turn, you research your deck for up to 6 energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like, then shuffle your deck. Yeah, that's disgusting. That is so gross. Along with Rare Candy, because you're putting the... Okay, that makes sense. I was very confused. A first edition Fossil Booster Packs is going from 200 to 300. Do you think it could decrease to under 150? Yeah, I don't see why not. I could definitely see that. I mean, if you're telling me basically that unweighted goes for 150, it's 36, it still values the booster box of 5,400. How do you think Radiant Eevee promo will perform compared to other recent promos like Arceus V? I think it'll do well. If Radiant Eevee finds a deck, maybe. But with Radiant Greninja being around, I doubt it will would grow. But it's less of I think it's less of competitively viable, and more of just collectively speaking. Because Radiant Greninja is not extremely collectible. Eevee is. Because the Eevee is extremely cool. Like the design on the... Where is it? Where's promo? Like, that's a gorgeous artwork design. How do you not love that, you know? Obviously, the price has gone down a lot because it's a promo. But this is a gorgeous card design. I think it could do well. It's one of those collection boxes that's extremely... I gotta agree with you on that one, Digi. It makes more sense. It's kind of like what happened with the Ultra Premium collection for, you know, Hidden Fates. It's kind of what you saw a lot of happen. People didn't want to open it because of a lot of the figures were cooler to be displayed sealed, you know? Tyrone, you bought 5 mystery packs just so that you would hopefully hit odds. Just so you could get the Steam Siege, you freaking goober. I do have Steam Siege packs, so you best be believing I'll have one ready. My humble opinion, all the Radiant Pokemon Go is best in Japan. In my honest opinion, UT Long, Japan is just so much better at doing these kind of things. I bought 3 Eevee boxes, but I don't want to open more than one. So that's true. Yep, I'm right there with you, man. I am right there with you. I haven't even opened one for myself, dude. When do you think Eevee will hit its low currently in price? Probably within the next... Well, I gotta assume that the demand for this set is extremely low. So I would like to believe, I could be wrong with this, but I would like to believe that probably within the next couple of months you could see it hit its bottom. Because there's just not really demand for Pokemon Go, man. Like, it's just not what really people care about the set. Like I said before, it's a filler set, I think, trying to set up for shinies. So I think that it could bottom really quickly, like in the next couple of months, as long as there's not a reprint, which I don't think there would be. Do you have a PO box or something that would accept stuff to open to give away to winners, or just as gifts to you if someone wanted to do stuff? I don't have a PO box. I should definitely get one when I move to Arizona. As far as it stands right now, it's just my mailing address. Which, I mean, I'm moving in a month, so if you want to send it to my mailing address, you can. If you want to just message me, Gabriel, or if someone wants to send me something, I'd be very appreciative. It won't be the first time someone sent me something. Shout out to Wisdom on that. He created an extremely cool display piece for me, like Pokemon USA official display stand. Eli commented this already, but not sure if you saw it. I don't think so. A couple days ago, I joked about getting mauled by a bear. I actually did run into a bear. That's actually so funny, dude. Kind of funny, but scary. That's gnarly, dude. Ran into a bear? Jeez. That'd be a fun experience. Just runs into a bear. No, thank you. With how PTCG is, I think Pogo in 2 years at the end of the play will be sought after because it's low-key highly playable. I can totally see that, Digi. I really wanted to buy a bunch of Japanese Pogo foil energies so I can foil some decks, but you can't mix languages at local regional tournaments. Really? Wow, that's lame, dude. English foil energies are rare AF. Bro, that's because, I mean, some of the English, like, energies, and this is a non-foil energy, and, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this was a Japanese one as well, but going back to the Heart Gold, Soul Silver energies, dude, they were incredibly cool. Like, incredibly cool. So if we go, like, high to low on this, right? Maybe it was just Heart Gold, Soul Silver base? Let's take a look. I'm gonna go high to low. Yeah, here they are. I mean, look at these energy designs. Obviously, they're just, you know, regular energies, not like rare hollows, but gosh, dang it, dude. Those are sweet looking designs. How do you not love that? Do you think the Arceus V promo will be popular? Do you think the Japanese version is sealed sleeve? Do you think that promo code with buying Arceus Legends game? Yeah, so John, the Japanese one was a promo that did come with buying it in Japan, and then for English it got translated into the Arceus V box. So yeah, the rarity is definitely a little different in the States compared to Japan. But yeah, no, it's but yeah, I mean, I think it'll do well. Obviously, the English version will do well because I think it's great, but I'm more interested in just the English box across the board because it comes with the promo, it comes with the figure, it comes with the cosmic, and a good pack selection. So I just love the box all around. Need an energy tier list, right? Yeah, those are even heavily played. That's true, dude. Yeah, get ourselves an energy tier list. That'd be cool, man. So many cool energy designs. Yeah, I was trail running and I came around a corner and he was like 20-30 feet in front of me. Jeez. Yeah, no thank you. I don't even know, because they say bears can outrun you. How fast are bears? Black bears can run at 35 miles an hour, bro. You can, even the fastest human could not run that, dude. That's nope. Grab one still for $5 if anything. I like Japan in English version slab for PC. The Arceus V-Box is great, especially for $24 to $25 for 4 great packs. Exactly, dude. That's why I love the box itself. I mean, it was my #1 pickup for the year. I think it'll do extremely well, man. I think it'll do extremely well. So, I mean, we'll obviously see if that holds up in my theory on that, but I just don't see why not. Alright, you said Call of Legends was the other one that has it? Makes sense to me. Call of Legends is such a cool set. I love Call of Legends. Yep, there they are, man. Look at those designs. Gorgeous. Call of Legends, I think, changed my mind, is better than Hidden Fates. Might sound controversial, but it has kind of everything you want, honestly, except for the shiny Charizard. Shiny Lugia, shiny Rayquaza, shiny Groudon Kyogre, shiny Dialga, Palkia, Suicune Raikou, Entei, Ho-Oh, Deoxys. I mean, for its time, incredible set. It's got Leafeon, it's got the Eevees as well in the set. I mean, it's got Leafeon, it's got Espeon, it's got Umbreon, it's got Vaporeon, it's got what it wants, man. It's got great cards in it. I want to open one for my wait, hold on a second. They suck when they chase you. I know from experience. I want to open for my channel at some point, just trying to figure out the best way to record and improve my videos before I open expensive items. Well, I started off ghetto, man. I started off with just using a webcam for my face, and then like I would ghetto attach a overhead webcam. You could use your phone as well and try and do like an overhead attachment, and then just over time as you grow, business expense, write it off. What are your thoughts on 2019 Pokemon Sun and Moon Unbroken Bronze Charizard Reshiram GX going for around $25 to $50? Is it really going for that cheap? I remember it being more. Oh, wait, is that the non-rainbow one? Oh, the standard GX restaurant PSA tango for around 25. That makes sense to me. That makes sense, because if you're talking about the fact that they had, like, they had promo boxes with them, so that's why they're going for that much. It makes sense to me. That sounds about right for the pricing. I don't think I would use it as an investment. Yeah, black bears normally don't attack, but they say to stand your ground and never run. If it's a black, fight back. It's brown, lay down. If it's white, say goodnight. Jesus loves me. That's scary. I could imagine getting some Arceus V-boxes with delivery Charizard would be nice. That'd be sick. We need more sideways cards. You mean more legends, tops and bottoms? I agree. I would love more legend cards. I love the artwork designs. They're gorgeous. They're like the old variation of what would consider to be like an alternate art, but like a half and a top. I love the Cresselia Darkrai. It's my favorite one. So, I've got about 5 more minutes, guys. So we're going to start wrapping it up. Appreciate you all once again so much. Stop by. Make sure if you got any more questions, ask them before we finish here up. But yeah, really excited that we made the announcement for the mystery packs. Hopefully you guys enjoy them, and of course we do go live with them. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below, be subscribed as well, guys. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think we're gonna have a fun time opening the product. I'm really excited. Scratch him? What the heck, bro? Why are you late, man? Literally got 5 minutes left. You missed it all, man. You missed it all. So much going on. So much going on that you missed, man. Come on, bruh. What time is it anyway? Ooh, I can't wait to eat. You guys don't even know. Food sounds so great. I wanted to get a jumbo of the Darkrai and Cresselia graded so bad. Hard finding one in good condition raw, though. It's tough. I do have one actually myself, I think. Gotta buy the original box. That's what I did when I was a kid. Man, such cool cards. Take my like, I'll rewatch. Thanks for the info, learned so much here. Well, thank you as always for stopping by, Derek. Obviously, if anyone has any more questions, feel free to ask, man. I mean, it's definitely a good thing at least the set's competitively viable. What's for dinner? Oh, John Boy, it's lunch out here, baby. I don't know yet. That's the question. I literally ate 2 hours ago and I'm already hungry again. So obnoxious, my fat ass. Always hungry, bro. Always hungry. If you were a gym leader, what type and region and Pokemon would you choose? Region, Sinnoh, obviously, because I'm biased. Type? want to say probably ground or dragon. Just so I can have a Garchomp. One of the two. And my Pokemon will be Garchomp. What do you think of Lugia Legend card design when it's 2 cards together? Why aren't they more like that? I love it, dude. I think it would be great if they brought them back more. You'll have to do a mystery pack opening on your channel, hopefully. You'll have to do a mystery pack opening on your channel, hopefully, to see you get lucky. No, I thought about that, bro. I don't want to do that because if I open one for myself, bro, and I get something good, I'm going to feel so bad. I'm going to be like, yo, I open one for myself. Everyone's going to think it's super shady. Like, I am definitely not going to do one for myself. Like, that makes me so nervous. Cause yeah, definitely staying away from that. But so Eli wants to be Cynthia. I want to be gym leader Cynthia, basically, dude. Cynthia is bae. Garchomp's my favorite. How can you not like it all, man? But yeah, no, me opening my own mystery packs would be sus. So, but yeah, I guess I'll do the final 1-minute rant. Those of you who don't know that are still here, we're doing our own variation of Pokemon USA mystery packs. Super excited to announce that. This is when we'll be opening it. This is the description of what's going to happen with it. And as always, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and be subscribed, everyone. But really happy to be back. I'm excited to be back for sure. And excited to doing our mystery pack bundles. That'll be super fun. So, but we need a waifu Eli card. Yeah, right. I gotta make myself like a Top Gun card of me like getting into an aircraft or something. But as far as it goes, that is all for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Until then,